The winner of this race last year was Ilya Morozov, the Russian. There are the karts on screen. Who will take the title in 2018? We're about to find out. Certainly Mini has had incredible speed all weekend. He's simply driven away. There is the young Italian in the Paralin, powered by the Perula. As I mentioned in the pre-final, he's probably the only driver with a non-painted helmet, just plain white, and it does the job for Gabriel. Taylor Barnard, the Kart Republic chassis from England. Super impressive. 304, also powered by Perula. New project for Dino Chiesa. Remember, Dino won the World Championship with Danny Curl in 2017. And KR, we are Kart Republic. So says the saying, or the slogan. And certainly they are proving they are a force. Continuing on where they left off with Zanardi, with Barnard on the front row of the grid. There is the field. A tremendous sight here at Adria Karting Raceway. Harry Thompson out of grid number 3 to the right of your screen, number 327. Certainly will be a force here this afternoon, starting on the second row for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. That's the pole sitter, Gabriel Mini. The Paralin team have got stronger and stronger in the past 12 months in all categories, including in KZ, where they took out the Asia Pacific Championship at Macau in China a couple of years ago with Lorenzo Complese. In Mini and Junior as well. Taylor Barnard on screen, 304. Can the Brit cause an upset here this afternoon? He starts on the outside of the front row of the grid. The 3-minute board goes up. Mr. Thompson on the second row for RFM, 327. Of course, runner-up in the European Junior Championships last year. Undoubtedly the favourite for the 2018 season. Starts alongside Kirill Small, the Russian, in 314. Wood Racing Tony Kart. Most of these drivers taking part in the official collective test here at Adria last weekend, where Stoffel Van Dorn, current McLaren F1 driver, also took to the circuit here at Adria, lapping for CRG in a KZ kart. And we're ready to crown the Junior Champions Cup winner for 2018. As I mentioned, the Russian Ilya Morozov won this race 12 months ago. So the 1-minute board goes up. Mini has had tremendous speed and will be very difficult to stop if he gets a clean start here this afternoon. The green flag flies, and we are about to race the 16-lap junior final. We started with 77, 68 for the 2 pre-finals. This is the final 34. To race the final here this afternoon. A mixed field with some big names coming from the back. We'll get to those as we go through the grid for you. Mini is on pole position with Taylor Barnard on the outside of the front row of the grid. Mr. Thompson and Kirill Small on the second row. Then it is Paul Aron alongside the boy from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto. Jose Maria Boya, Zach O'Sullivan, Dino Beganovic. Starts along Nikita Bedrin, Pizzi, Brijan, Kayaski, Eduardo Villa, Jose Gomez Gutierrez, Joseph Taylor in the Fullerton kart. We mentioned the names at the back of the grid. Look at that. Michael Paparo out of 21. Rafael Camara, the second of Los Meninos do Brasil, coming from way back on the 12th row of the grid. 13th row of the grid is Maya Veg. She was the winner of the final cup here at Adria in the mini class in 2016. She starts alongside Luca Griggs, and on the 16th row of the grid out of grid number 32, it is little Luca Bosco driving in 2018 for Alessandro Manetti Motorsport, scraping through to the final after a couple of DNFs in the heats, and a big job to come from the back of the field here this afternoon. Has got the speed though. We'll keep one eye on the 375 Manetti Motorsport Kart throughout the following 16 laps. Barnard looks across to his countryman Thompson, the Italian Mini. There's Kirill Small in 314. Taylor goes through in the brightly coloured Terry Fullerton kart. Another new chassis for 2018, the driver from Newcastle in Northern England. The Geordie starts out of grid number 16. Can he cause an upset? They come up to the line and we go green. Mini just does enough to go into turn number 1 in the lead. Barnard, meanwhile, has been left hung out to dry. He's back into 5th, possibly even 6th spot. Tucks in just ahead of Jose Maria Boya. Thompson into 2nd. Mini drives down the inside of the road to fend off the challenge from Thompson, which wasn't there anyhow. Zach O'Sullivan up into 3rd spot. Or Paula Ron, in fact, it was in the second RFM kart. A huge traffic jam further back in the field. And already a retirement with the Tibi kart of Eduardo Villa out before the end of the first lap. Mini leads, but Thompson's made a brilliant start on cold tyres. The Englishman tucks into the slipstream. Watch him down into turn number 2. Here comes Harry up the inside of the Italian. Mini closes the door. Harry sits in 2nd spot. The move will come. Down the inside, Thompson takes the lead of the WSK Champions Cup here on lap 2 at Adria Karting Raceway. Mini back to 3rd spot as well. Paul Laron has gone through. Now Kirill Small is going to line up the Italian. Thompson is the leader. Ricky Flynn Motorsport run 1 and 2 as Small goes down the inside of Bortoleto. The boy from Brazil loses another spot and he's back in position number 8. RFM first, RFM second, the 3-time world champions dominating the opening laps of the final of the WSK Champions Cup here at Adria. Thompson across the line, then it's a Ron. Mini is 3rd, Barnard 4th, Boya, Bortoleto. Back into 6th, O'Sullivan, Small, Boganovic, Nikita Vendren rounds out the 10 for Team Baby Race. There goes the Russian through, just ahead of Alexei Brijan, his countryman, as Barnard goes down the inside and takes Gabriel Mini. Mini gets him back on the exit though. They both lose a ton of time. Kayaski, Francesco Pizzi, Marcel Kuch fighting just on the edge of the top 10 along with Gomez, Megotuniv, Alex Catalas. Joseph Taylor has not had a good start as Mini and Barnard trade positions again and again. They are losing time. Jose Maria Boya, the Spaniard, ranges up behind them, but he's got his own problems in the form of the Brazilian Gabriel Bortoleto. Boya down the inside as the RFM team drivers pull away 1 and 2. Barnard in 3rd with the battle raging behind him. There's Bortoleto, the Brazilian, back into 4th spot. O'Sullivan back to 7th, 3 RFM drivers in the top 10. Thompson can't pull away from his teammate Paul Aron. Aron down the inside takes the lead. The Estonian puts the Brit back to 2nd spot. The Brits, plural I should say, back to 2nd and 3rd spot. Taylor Barnard still in 3rd place in the KR kart. Bortoleto 1 step off the podium. So it is still Ricky Flynn Motorsport, but the order has been reversed. Thompson with the bright yellow helmet. The Estonian just in front of him, 3.26, leads 3.27. If anything, Bortoleto, the Brazilian, in fourth place, is certainly catching them and pulling away from the pole sitter, Gabriel Mini. It's all going wrong for the Italian. He had tremendous speed all weekend, but he's now back in fifth spot and losing time to Boyer, Bogdanovic, O'Sullivan, Small, Bedron, Pizzi. Then we've got Brijan, Kuch, Gomez, Askey, Taylor, Katsalis, Megotonib, Chenadese, and Delano Vantov rounds out the top 20. Luca Bosco, we mentioned him from the back of the grid, the young Italian. He is up into P26. Here's the abandoned kart of Eduardo Villa. So now it's a four-way fight for the lead. The Estonian, the two Brits, and the Brazilian. A wide line from Iran. The Estonian, younger brother of the first ever Italian F4 champion, Ralph Aron. Championship incidentally promoted by WSK Promotion, which kicks into life, of course, again this year as Thompson goes back down the inside. Barnard tries to follow him through to make it Union Jacks first and second, but the South American, Gabriel Bortoleto, puts the CRG up onto the podium. Barnard, looking for the lead, is now back into fourth spot. Aron down the inside retakes the lead of Thompson. Bortoleto breathing down there next. Oh, an aggressive move around the outside from Harry. Bortoleto saw that. He'll have a few extra engine RPM in that CRG. Powered by the TM. Can he make a move? Oh, he tries and blocks off Taylor Barnard. Around the outside, they're wheel to wheel. They're off the circuit. Barnard and Bortoleto are off the circuit. The Brazilian has cut the track. You can bet the stewards will look at that. Thompson saw it, and he's not happy about it. The RFM drivers trade positions. Bortoleto is in third spot, but a huge question mark now hangs over the Brazilian. He's actually missed a timing loop coming round that time. The RFM drivers first and second. This is half race distance. The sportsmanship warning flag, meanwhile, comes out for Kai Askey, another of the Brits driving for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. He's down in 17th spot, ahead of his countryman Joseph Taylor. Alfio Spinner just behind them. So we'll check the order for you. It is Aron and Thompson, first and second. Bortoleto with a question mark. Bogdanovic is in fourth. Barnard back to fifth. Boyer, Small, Minis back to eighth. And it's Pizzi and Zach O'Sullivan rounds out the top 10. Good driving by both the Ricky Flynn Motorsport team pilots, the Estonian and the Brit. Bortoleto in third, provisionally. Come onto the straight, pulling away from the rest of the field. We've passed half race distance. Ricky Flynn Motorsport, 3 times world champions. Lando Norris, Enna Ahmed in 2014 and Logan Sargent in 2015. European champions last year with the mighty Moroccan Super Semi Taufik. Unfortunately, we won't be able to say that name too often this year. We wish Semi well as he races Formula Renault in 2018. Champion of Europe last year with Ricky Flynn Motorsport. The team continues on. Their 2 juniors are starring here. Got a few drivers in this field, of course, with Kai Askey also. They come down the straight. Kirill Small now up in the 6th spot. The gap, 1/10 of a second exactly. But you can see it on your screen. It means nothing. Then back to Bortoleto. Beganovic, Barnard. Dino Beganovic for Joachim Ward's Ward Racing team. The Swede for the Swedish team, who won the race a year ago with Ilya Morozov. So RFM looking to take the title away from Ward Racing in 2018. This is the Champions Cup. There are now 5 laps to go in the junior final here this afternoon on a dry circuit on what feels like an autumn day here in northern Italy. Fastest lap of the race for Gabriel Mini, but he's stuck back in 6th place in the Paralympic Cup. There he is from pole position. Beganovic has got past Bortoletto, the Brazilian now. So the Swede in P3. Bortoletto with that question mark hanging over him. He's now a step off the podium, and Kirill Small, the Russian, will range up behind him and try and get past also. Down the inside goes Gabriel Mini. The pole sitter gets another one back. Takes Kirill Small, in fact. So he's back into 5th. Still 2 steps off the podium. Here's Bortoletto. First of the Brazilians, unfortunately. The other one, Rafael Camara, joins Eduardo Villa as our only 2 retirements from this junior final here this afternoon. Beganovic from Sweden. Bortoletto from Brazil. Thompson in 2nd from England, and the race leader is from Estonia. That is Paul Aron. Barnard has faded back to 7th place. Beganovic and Bortoletto trade positions. This will benefit Gabriel Mini. Also Kirill Small. The white helmet of the Italian in the Paralympic. No space down the inside of the Bridgestone hairpin that time. We are coming up to 3 laps remaining in the junior final. And Aron is starting to pull away from his teammates. Bortoletto in P4. A wide run from Gabriel Mini with Kirill Small, the Russian, right behind him. There is the CRG. Mini was just past, it looked like, by Kirill Small. They're trading positions, very defensive and losing time to the leaders. It is 0.2 of a second between Aron and Thompson. Surely the win in one form or another will go to Ricky Flynn Motorsport this afternoon. 2.5 laps remaining. Small tucked in behind Beganovic. There are the RFM team drivers. The gap is out to 0.3 of a second. It's a while since we've seen the Estonian flag on the top of an international karting podium, but we may well see it here this afternoon. Beganovic, Small, Gabriel Mini, Bortoletto's back into 6th place now as Beganovic goes very wide. That may cost him a podium. He'll be slow on the exit, will the Swede, incredibly. Holds onto it though. There's Gabriel Mini. Jose Maria Boya. The Spaniard wants to come and fight. He's dragging Zach O'Sullivan along for the ride as well. Oh, look at this backdoor rage. Francesco Pizzi also. It is NASCAR style here at Adria as Paul Aron sets the fastest second sector of the entire race. A 41.8 last time. The Estonian 0.3 of a second ahead of his teammate Harry Thompson and on his way to victory here in Italy this afternoon. There are the leaders. Is there anything Thompson can do in this remaining half lap? He's 4 kart lengths back. Kirill Small, meanwhile, the Russian, up onto the podium in 3rd spot. Thompson tried it. There is one more opportunity. Here comes Harry into the Bridgestone hairpin. Takes the high line around the outside. Aron simply puts him on the ripple strip. They touch. Is there space into the final corner? Watch them onto the straight. Thompson slides wide and Aron wins the Champions Cup Junior Final here in Italy. Thompson 2nd and Kirill Small, the racing Russian, takes the final step of the podium. Bortoletto does finish in P4, remember. There's a cloud over the Brazilian. He did cut the circuit, missed a timing loop. It is irrelevant because he has missed the podium. A fine drive by Gabriel. Regardless though, Jose Maria Boya, the Spaniard P5. O'Sullivan, Pizzi, Mini the pole sitter down in 8th. Ahead of Beganovic and Nikita Bedrin. But there is the race winner, 3.26 for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. From Estonia, Paul Aron. He has won the first race of a brand new season here at Adria Karting Raceway. Estonia from Great Britain, from Russia. It was Northern Europe certainly. Paul Aron has won. We will hear the national anthem of Estonia ring out on the podium this afternoon. Thompson second again. He'll be getting used to that and won't like it, but a good drive from Harry. He gave it absolutely everything on that final lap, the final few corners. Second by just 0.2 of a second. Kirill Small, the racing Russian, rounds out the podium. Stay with us on WSK.it. We'll be down to the podium in just a few moments. And following that, the mini final for the 60cc mini category. This is the WSK Champions Cup live from Adria Karting Raceway here in Italy. A sensational junior final here at Adria Karting Raceway. The three drivers making their way up to the podium, representing SMP Racing and Ricky Flynn Motorsport. A brilliant race here this afternoon. The Vega caps go on the heads and we're just about ready to get underway with the podium presentation for the junior category of the Champions Cup here this afternoon at Adria. While the battle raged, he did his own thing. He came charging through the field. He took third on the very last lap from Russia. Let's hear it for Kirill Small in third place. A brilliant effort. He gave it absolutely everything on the final few corners. Second place from England for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, Harry Thompson. The winner of the WSK Champions Cup for Ricky Flynn Motorsport from Estonia, Paul Aron. The third place trophy to Russia's Kirill Small. Second place from Great Britain for Harry Thompson. And the winner of the Champions Cup for 2018 from Estonia, it is Paul Aron. As we stand by for the national anthem of Estonia. The junior podium for the WSK Champions Cup for 2018. Third place, Kirill Small. Second place, Harry Thompson. And the winner from Estonia, Paul Aron.